Hey guys, in today's video we're going to talk about fancy footwork for more rotation. Hey guys, I want to talk to you quick here about CogornoGolf.com. Now, for most of you that hopefully know, we have CogornoGolf.com as our online community, our membership site, full of golfers like yourself and myself looking to improve. Now, a lot of you guys ask, where can I send my swing videos in? And this is where you can do so. It's how I can help you over the winter months improve your game. As a member of Cogorno Golf, you get access to our Facebook group where you can post your swing videos up, get feedback from myself and the coaches at CogornoGolf.com, help you identify main priorities, what you're supposed to work on, drills to do, etc. You also get access to everything, including everything on the site, the practice section, the quick fix section, as well as all of our master classes. So guys, check out Cogorno Golf if you haven't already. I would love to help you over the winter months, and that's where we can do so. Thank you. All right guys, so let's talk about fancy footwork for more rotation. We aren't in fact back outside at the Bethlehem Golf Club. We are at the beautiful Westin Savannah Resort and Spa here in Savannah, Georgia. And as a special treat to you guys, we are here with Mr. Andrew Rice. Now, if you don't know who Andrew Rice is, Andrew is one of the best golf coaches in the world. He's a top 50 Golf Digest teacher and ranked #1 in the state of Georgia. And in today's topic, we're going to be talking full swing. Super excited to bring Andrew to you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, let's talk about this fancy footwork for more rotation. Mr. Andrew, thanks for coming out.
Eric, pleasure to be with you, man.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it.
So today's topic is footwork. And it's how the footwork is going to help increase rotation. And I think just a couple, one or two simple concepts of how the pressure in the feet work and some things people can take with them, help increase rotation, help increase solidness of contact.
Okay, so concepts, I like that. First, let's get an understanding. Pickle jar.
Yes.
We got a tight lid on there. We can take one finger and push on one side of that lid. And if we really pushed hard and we created a lot of force, we could get that pickle jar lid to loosen. We would have a much easier time if we created opposing forces, okay? One finger on one side, one finger on the other. One's pushing, one's pulling, and now we create that much easier rotation. And what we're looking for here is we're looking for our feet. We're looking for our feet to oppose one another.
Yes.
And when that happens, now automatically I'm able to generate that much more rotation, particularly, well, on the way back we want some, but on the way through, that's where it's so important.
Can we bring those little dance moves and that fancy footwork
Come on,
over
let's
here
check
if we
it
can?
out.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to set up to this ball.
Yeah.
And the one thing I think we want to notice or just be aware of is in the backswing, I think, you know, fabulous rotation in the golf swing. Sam Snead. Sam Snead always comes to mind.
Absolutely.
Okay? As free and supple as it comes, but watch, you know, if I try to emulate Sam Snead's footwork, look at his feet.
Yep.
He got that lead heel off the ground. He got lots of that on the way through. And I think Sam was able to, he had an amazing body, incredibly flexible.
Sure.
I wish I had that. But there's no reason why I cannot get my feet to work in a similar fashion to the way his worked. So let's identify a couple of those items there, Eric.
Yep.
On the way back, on my lead foot, I'm going onto my toe, my big toe, okay?
Yep.
That big toe of my lead foot. And on my trail foot, as I get into the backswing, I'm going to go off my big toe into my heel.
Got it.
Okay?
Yep.
And so backswing, we want some rotation. That's going to originate from the ground.
Yep.
As we pressure the ground, and it gets that way. Well, now on the way through, we're looking for that rapid opening of the body, and I would say the biggest difference that I see between just the regular golfers that I teach and tour pros is at impact, tour pros have got this what I call a two-cheek impact.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see it from that camera back there. They've got a two-cheek impact, whereas the normal everyday golfer tends to come into the golf ball that way, and they haven't really rotated.
Slightly less than two cheeks.
Might have a half cheek.
So half a cheek, I like that. Now in terms of let's take our setup position if you would.
Okay.
So in terms of the backswing, the pressure is moving forward on the left foot towards the toes,
Yes.
right? And then it's working back, sort of away from the ball. Would you say this is primarily a forward and back motion in the pressure of the feet? Is there kind of a back and forth this way, or is it mostly towards and away from the ball?
Primarily forwards, backwards.
Got it.
Primarily forwards, backwards on the feet, for sure.
And that's the part that creates the turn.
Exactly. It's like those two fingers opening the pickle jar. One's going that way, one's going that way.
Yeah.
And that's what creates the rotation in the backswing.
Got it, got it. Because I think we talk a lot, and people talk a lot about the towards or away,
Yeah.
right? And work with that. And I don't know that as many people think about the towards and away from the ball, whatever sort of plane of motion we're talking about with that. And so if we set that up, can we do that one more time during the backswing? If we set that up correctly during the backswing, is it sort of the opposite of that during the downswing?
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. It's almost like, you know, I get on my toe of my left foot, heel of my right. I get on my toe of my right foot, heel of my left. And I like to see this by the time we get to impact. A great little cue for so many golfers is I want this trail heel slightly off the ground. I don't want it way off the ground. But I also, more importantly actually, I want to see this left toe, this lead foot toe, be up off the ground as well. And so many of the best players in the world, if you look at them at impact and you look carefully, you'll notice that with that club face on the back of the golf ball at impact, particularly with irons, less so with driver. Okay. But with irons, controlled shots, we're going to see that lead toe up off the ground.
Can you do that one more time, Andrew? I think what's interesting as you do your footwork, and you tell me if I'm wrong, if you do the backswing motion, you there didn't think about turning your hips at all.
No.
And then when you did your little downswing motion of the pressure in the feet, you didn't think about that either.
No.
And it's interesting,
right? Feet there, for sure.
And which goes back to the whole point of you can control that. You can change where your pressure and your feet move and get the rotation for free, right? Or sort of as a result of that. And there's other ways to increase the pelvis rotation other than directly going in and having to think about you increasing that rotation, right?
For sure, I think so. And, you know, we were talking earlier about feels, different feels for different people.
Yes, yep.
And this might be something that a bunch of golfers haven't tapped into. Those on a quest for rotation, and you're the ones watching, okay, rotation, that caught your eye. Hey, I've tried to turn, but I haven't thought about getting my feet and to pressure the ground differently. How can I try to feel some of that? Because that's what will start to induce some of that rotation and improve that impact position and ultimately allow us to really control the face better.
And so let's talk about some actionable things for people to do, and let's also talk about some things for them to kind of stay away from. And so in terms of, let's say, rotation during the downswing,
okay,
if we were going to make an association with where the pressure in the feet would be to maximize rotation, and where the pressure in the feet would be that would minimize rotation.
Okay.
So in terms of the lead foot, right? If I were to get more towards, is there an association with more towards the heel, more rotation, more towards the toe, less rotation, something along those lines?
I think one thing we've got to do as we talk about this, Eric, is we've got to talk about the timing of it. Okay. Because, you know, quite frankly, I'm up to the top. As I start down, you can see where's the pressure on my lead foot. It's the way in the front of my foot there. Okay. So as I initiate the downswing, the pressure is in the front part of my lead foot. But as I get into, but I haven't really rotated yet. Okay. And so now, once my arms and the club have dropped down in position, now I'm going to start to rotate, and that's when I start to get that lead toe up off the ground and starting to feel like I'm on the outside of that heel.
Got it.
Okay.
And so if I were, let's flip-flop spots for a second. Okay. Let's say I come in and I say, all right, conceptually I understand it, right? I want to get my pressure working in my feet, where I'm working sort of towards it and away from it, and then the opposite. A little bit of this sense, right? And then now I want to start applying this. Okay. I might start with a sort of shortish iron, short swings. I'm just starting to get a sense of where the pressure in my feet is. And something I mean, I'm a big like use video, give yourself feedback type of thing. And then really what I'm going to probably do from there is make adjustments. So if I notice that, wow, I really go towards my toes and never leave my left toe, then I need to really exaggerate probably getting towards my heel, at least making sure I'm finishing there. And starting that process. But in the beginning, maybe I'm just starting to get a sense of where my pressure is in my feet.
Correct.
Right?
Practice swings. I think just, you know, practice swings and watching your feet. Try to emulate Sam Snead.
Yeah. I love when you do that, have your
footwork.
hips open there without even really having to think about it.
Yeah, and I'm really just trying to be Sam Snead in my shoes.
We'd all like to be Sam Snead, right? So if I'm working back here, I'm feeling the pressure working back, and I'm working back in towards the heel of my right. And as I'm doing that, sort of simultaneously, that's working in towards my lead foot, my lead toes.
Correct.
Right, gotcha. So it's the same time, on the way back, I'm feeling that. And then as I'm beginning down, I'm feeling the opposite motion starting. And I can feel as I do that, obviously as that's happening, my hips are changing in space, right? And so even just begin doing short shots and then work our way up with that.
Great way to do it, great way
Love
to do
that.
it. And I think an interesting side note here, Eric, is as we get our feet to work properly, you'll notice how the handle of the club, as I do this, actually goes down.
Yes.
And now it's going to go up. The head of the club goes down on the way through, just indicating my hips are not turning on this level rotation.
Yep.
Okay. We don't want anything in the golf swing pivoting flat.
Yes.
Okay, level. It's all on an incline. And so I really feel that as we do this, the better we get with the way we work our footwork, we start to create that inclination. That's going to help us with better strikes too.
Love it. And it changes some other things, the flex in the legs, the tilt of the hips, and so on and so forth. So I think as a simple starting point here, guys, being aware of and paying attention to where the pressure in the feet move has a ripple effect
Certainly.
on a lot of other things, and we can use that to our advantage to help increase rotation with both you and I and anyone else who watches good golf swings, recognizing there's a correlation between skill levels. So guys, hopefully this makes sense. As always, if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to leave a comment below. And as I mentioned earlier, if you guys are interested in coming down, would really highly urge you to come down and do a golf school and hang out with Andrew. I know that you'll love it. We'll include a link in the description down below. Andrew, thanks, man.
Thanks, Buzz.
Absolutely. Hey guys, so just wanted to quick recap this video here in my own words for you guys. As Andrew and I were talking about fancy footwork, what the take homes there were, or that you can use the pressure in your feet and use your feet to create rotation. Here's the simple version. When you make a backswing, the more pressure you get into your trail heel, the more you can turn. The more pressure you keep on your trail toes, the less you can turn. So more towards the heels during the backswing, more turn. More towards the toes, less turn. Now the opposite applies as well during the downswing. More pressure into your left heel, more turn, more pressure into your toe, left turn. So I just wanted to clarify a few of those. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked the video, do us a favor, click the like button down below. Click the notification bell. Also, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.